night I dreamed that all the dead rock and roll stars that I can think of were knocking at my door. There was Jimi Hendrix, Buddy Holly, Janis Joplin, Marvin Gaye, and many more. So I invited them all into my apartment and said, "Hey guys, make yourselves at home." Elvis came in and said he was hungry. Jim Morrison started writing a poem. Oh, all the dead, rock and roll stars were hanging out in my apartment. All the dead, rock and roll stars were hanging out in my dream. Well, Keith Moon just started smashing all my stuff. Sid Vicious sat in the corner trying to look tough. And Stevie Ray Vaughan was still singing the blues. Randy Rhoads was lying down on my couch taking a snooze. Eddie Cochran was getting high with Bob Marley. Roy Orbison just pulled in on his Harley. John Lennon was playing chess with Brian Jones. Karen Carpenter was looking like skin on bones. All the dead, rock and roll stars were knocking at my door. All the dead, rock and roll stars were knocking down my sense of reality. They said, when you die, you'll never grow old. They'll make a movie about your life and your records turn gold. So dying really ain't nothing to fear. In fact, it's the best thing that you can do for your career. Well, suddenly all the dead rock and roll stars got up and said, "Wally, we're sorry, but we can't stay. You see, we're due back in heaven, and we really don't have anything else to say." So as they were walking away into the night, I wasn't feeling quite right. Part of me wanted to cry, and part of me wanted to laugh. Part of me wanted to ask for everybody's autograph. All the dead, rock and roll stars were hanging out in my apartment. All the dead, rock and roll stars were hanging out in my